Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. If you are a boss lady, our next guest is definitely your new favorite songstress. Or if you haven't heard her new single by now, you've got to check it out. It's definitely a social media sensation called none other than Boss Lady, produced by the 4-time Grammy-nominated duo Bizkit and Butta. The instrumental has actually been on our theme music for quite a while here on the Connect Network TV. And now we are excited to finally have the voice behind the track on our show.
Sandy, she is a powerhouse in the world of music, a vintage soul singer and songwriter with a voice that gives you all the feels, honey. Please help us welcome to the Connect fam. Hey, teens. Is that how people welcome you, tens, with the tens? Hey, teens.
Oh, girl, you just gave me a new little vibe. Hey.
Welcome to the show.
How are you guys doing? Thank you for that amazing intro. I am grateful to be on this platform with the true boss ladies, the inspiration behind the music.
I love it. I love it. And I got to say, we love all the things right now.
Thank you.
So let's delve straight into it, Tens. Who is Ten? Share your journey in music and really how you developed into your signature vintage sound.
Well, I'm just a little girl from the west side of Chicago. You know, I come from the blues. I come from the crime. I come from the pimps. I hate to say it, but that's where I come from. So I was able to pull from those different areas in my life to put it all into a gumbo, a soulful gumbo. Because growing up, I listened to Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, James Brown, Prince, and all of those influences pretty much created the vintage soul sound. I wanted to do something familiar and bring it to the new day for the new generation, because that music matters too. So that's what made me who I am today. How I'm able to kind of translate that through my brand and through my visual is all about staying conscious, staying present, and becoming a strong woman, and coming from whatever trauma you come from. This what you get, a vintage soul, and you get 10.
You get 10, and I love it. And I was going to ask you some of your musical influences that shaped you, and you mentioned them. But I got to ask this: where did the name 10 come from? Are you the 10th sibling, or what happened?
That's a good one right there. That would have been pretty dope. Actually, my real name is Tenette. So basically, I was blessed to invest, like you were saying earlier, Stitches, about investing in yourself. And I invested in a branding company. And they basically set me down. It was like, you have a really amazing name, but what if you cut it in half? Because 10 can be branded many ways. A perfect 10, a dime piece 10, a 10 all across the board is 10. And basically, that's why I stuck with it. And it has changed my life. It has changed my brand. And it's easy to remember. And I do consider myself a perfect 10 because, if you don't love yourself and believe in yourself, nobody else will. Period.
Wow. Well, I want to dive in and ask you a little bit about music and style. You had the privilege of opening up for the one and only Angie Stone, who we're still mourning after her recent death. Bilal, music soul child. Talk about that.
Wow, man. I always say God has a path. I'm definitely a believer. I'm very spiritual, and I believe that you have a divine path. And Angie Stone was one of the paths that I took in Albany, Georgia. I was blessed to open up for her for the first time, one of my biggest shows ever. And it was an incredible experience to actually see a superstar up front. You hear her music back in the day. It was before my time. I was a little young. But I remember my mom playing her music. I remember her from soundtracks. She was the soundtrack of a lot of our lives, when it came to soul music. With the big afro and the funkadelic vibes. She introduced us to D'Angelo, which was another pillar in the soul community. So Angie Stone really paved the way for artists like me. So I'm very grateful that I had met her, and I'm just sending prayers to her family. Her music will live on. And also I opened up for Bilal Oh my God, Bilal is a
A
legend.
legend.
He was in the movement with the Erykah Badu's and the Jill Scotts, and I'm just grateful that those type of artists just opened the door for me. I was able to have a blueprint to go back and look in the archives to really see how this thing is done, how to find myself, and I found myself in these vibes through those artists. So yes, I'm so grateful I was able to present my talent on their stage, and I'm thankful to them for opening up that door for me because we need it. Times are so different. We need to stick together and really open the door for the independent artists that's coming out.
That is so great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I want to also ask you, what does vintage soul mean to you? And how are you able to blend love, pain, and consciousness?
Well, basically, like I said, I come from the west side of Chicago, a lot of crime. I've seen a lot growing up. And I'm a domestic violence survivor. I've had a lot of abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse growing up. So I use that to catapult my energy into my music. And when I go back and listen to the 70s, the vintage sounds, I was like, man, that's me. I could feel that. I saw myself in that type of music. So I took my pain and I created a conscious sound that basically most people can relate to and most people can feel. It's never been about a genre or the color of your skin. It's always about a feeling for me in the spirit. So that's how I basically put all of that together, everything that I've been through, and I put it in the music, and I chose a certain era in life, and I created the vintage soul sound. It's very timeless, and I feel like it's going to be around forever, for a long time.
Amen. And thank you, Ten, for sharing your journey and your personal um, I guess your personal experience. But if I can ask you, because I'm sure there are others watching and may be in a situation where it's domestic abuse or violence, how were you able to get to the point where you were able to actually sit down and put all of those experiences into your music? What was that process for you to help somebody else?
Well, unfortunately, in the Black community, getting a psychologist is not the number one thing that we run to because that's just not part of our culture. So we have to find a way, and some find a way through drugs, alcohol, even suicide, you know. But I was able to have a spiritual connection with God, and I was able to heal through writing songs. I got tired of hurting, you know, and hurt people hurt people. I got tired of being someone that I knew I wasn't. I was better than that. I wanted to treat people how I wanted to be treated, even though I didn't get that growing up. But at the end of the day, I feel like God gives us a choice and God presents an opportunity for us to choose love. And I chose love, and I started to put that in my music, and it just touched me. You know, every time I would sing my lyrics, I would heal. Every moment that I would present the song, it was a different a feeling that the layers were being snatched away, and I was able to become this bright light, you know, to other people and inspire them. So if you're going through any of those traumas, whether it's alcoholism, drugs, domestic violence, definitely find a spiritual foundation for yourself. You know, you have to ground yourself, and you have to have faith, and you also have to put the right people around you in the communities
Right.
around you to help validate who you are in that space as well, because you need the support.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I did, y'all. And I'm still, one thing I can say, it never goes away. You just learn how to deal with it in a more positive way.
And
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that and sharing it through the music and helping others heal, because it's out of the dark, and when it's in the light, now it's exposed. So talk about lights. So we've got to talk about this. Your experience on The Voice, lights, camera, action, baby. This happened last year. How did that shape your career?
Oh my God. Shout out to NBC The Voice for choosing me. When I got on the show, I didn't realize like people tried out for that show 9 times. And I tried out one time and I got chosen. So you gotta like, you know, I ain't trying to, toot my horn, toot toot. I'm just joking. That is such a blessing that all the hard work the 10,000 hours that I put in, and I never gave up on myself. I felt like that was the anchor for me to say I made it. I made it to national television in front of billions of people, and I learned so much. I met incredible people that are now my best friends. They actually convinced me to move to Nashville. I'm here in Nashville now. I just moved from Georgia 6 months ago. So that whole experience changed my life. I learned how to go harder, because when you're around a whole bunch of talented people that's just as great as you, it either make or break you. And I chose for it to make me. So I pushed myself. I learned different skill sets to push myself and do things on another level of a celebrity level, because we all out here doing it on social media. But when those lighting cameras hit, you got to be ready. It doesn't matter how incredible you are, but if you cannot perform at a high level when the cameras come on, it doesn't matter. So it's teaching me just to be prepared. It taught me, let me go harder, because I want people to know that performance and that appearance was not in vain. I'm going hard. It's pushing me, and you will see more of 10.
I love it. Well, we want to know what's coming up for you, especially what your plans are for Etonet's music group and what's coming up next.
All right. So currently I am in Nashville, Tennessee. As I just said, I was blessed to come here and also finish school. I'm in school at SAE, Sound Audio Engineering School, where I'm learning everything about sound, and I graduate in 5 months. I'll have my degree in sound. So if I want to teach, I want to create programs for other young youth. That's what I want to do. I want to be certified, because as a woman, it's very hard for people to respect us in those spaces, in those production spaces, because we cute, we look good, we fly, but we know our stuff too. We are very much educated, and we can help push and catapult this industry. So I wanted to be an example for the next young girl to say, wow, you can look cool, look fly, be beautiful, but you can be smart too, and you can get things done. So that is my next goal, is to get my degree and celebrate that, and also to use that degree to open other doors for me. Like my song Boss Lady, I decided it's just not a song that I just want to put out on social media. I want to make a movement. I want that song to create a safe space for young girls to learn about finance, young girls to learn about real estate, young girls to learn about how to build generational wealth for themselves and their families, because times are very much changing. The industry is not what it used to be anymore, and you just want some grounding as a woman. God put us on this earth to be nurturers, to take care of things, Nice. And I think we can't do that if we don't have the money, if we don't have the power, to set ourselves up and our families up to be able to thrive and be whoever and whatever they want to be when they get older. So yes, that's my next move, is to create this mentorship program that's going to pull in every type of young person, so we can prepare women and ladies for their future financially. That's my
I love it. And we got to definitely connect with Girls Make Beats, how we can make that happen. But before we go, 10, really quick, rapid fire. What is a fun fact most people don't know about you? Really quick.
Okay. Fun fact. I do my own hair. Most people think that I go to the beauty shop. This takes me 9 hours and 6,000 rubber bands.
Whoa. Okay. Number 2, what songs are currently on your playlist?
Black Puma. It's a band that I really, really love. And Sly in the Family Stone, which is a great documentary out now. You guys should definitely check out. Very innovative.
Okay. One more. If you could collaborate with any artist, living artist or passed away, who would it be? No, stick to living artist.
Living artists? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's so many. Wow. It's a new producer out. His name is D Miles, and he produced a lot for Lucky Day, Victoria Monet, everybody. Her, he knows the mixture of how to mix vintage music and also the new school. He know how to bring it to life and make it current. And that's who I. So D Miles, you hear that, D Miles? Oh, girl. and now Rogers, he's still alive. Now I need you, man. I need you. Please hit your girl up 10.
All right. You heard it here first. Well, before we let you go, where can our viewers follow you, connect with you, stream your music, and just keep up with everything you have going on?
All right, y'all. My name is 10, like the number 10. This is my new handshake, thanks to Stitch. You can find me everywhere at TEN Music Page. TEN Music Page. You can Google me. You can watch my audition on The Voice. Just put in 10 The Voice in YouTube. I'm everywhere on every platform. Please check me out. You can find my updates. I got some hot performances coming up here in Nashville, March 37th. I will be at 1865 Club doing a stripped down version of my original music. Please come out if you're in the Nashville area or send your friends. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Wow. It was so great connecting with you. Thank you so much. And we are wishing you continued success and abundance. And we'll be keeping an eye out for all that you have coming up. Don't go anywhere, Connect fam, because when we come back, we are playing a little game we're calling Good Move, Bad Move. We're talking money-making business moves, and we'll decide if they're a genius or a total fail. Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss it.
Big boss, big move. Big boss. Big move.
Go ahead, Tens. Go close this out. Go ahead.
I'm a boss lady. Big boss, big moves. Give me all your money, let me flip it for you. I'm a boss lady. Big boss, big moves. Give me all your money, let me flip it for you.